first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Brady. Open man here is Conklin. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there for the Raiders.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. On 1st down, Robinson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? Yeah, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right? And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away,
Short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now a play fake. Brady. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 6. Brady going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Now Brady. Caught on the slant. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darnell Mooney. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Carr. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. On the run, it's Robinson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, you talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Carr. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ken Crowley, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Brady now on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 3. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Carr's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. That catch good for only a couple.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr will get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And Matthews has it right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Jordan Matthews all by himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Carr, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Second quarter in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before half for Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's Robinson again on second down.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
T.J. Green with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Shotgun now for Brady. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now Carr. Robinson's got it. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney.
Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. From the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Raiders open the lead up to 34-0. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 27, Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A quick throw by Brady, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
2nd and 16.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
On play action, now Brady. High throw, but the catch is made. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Rondale Moore
With his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Rondale Moore.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he had no